Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is John's Moto Garage. This is where we buy and sell motorcycles. So today I've got a couple bikes sitting in the garage. If you haven't already seen the videos before, check them out. We've got a 2012 Harley Dyna switchback 103 cubic inch and a 2014 Victory Hammer 106 cubic inch. So I've got videos of picking up the Victory and ride-alongs, reviews, all that good stuff on these bikes. So as promised, I'm going to show you guys today how I load these motorcycles into the back of a truck. I already did one of the Victories, so check that out. Today we're going to load up the 2012 Harley Switchback, and I'll go ahead and roll the bike out. Now, truth be told, it's a lot easier if you have a trailer. Just use a trailer. But some people out there, I don't know, maybe they don't have a trailer, or they plan to buy and sell a lot of motorcycles like me, or for whatever reason they just want to use their truck because they think it's cool. The reason I use these ramps is because I'm always buying and selling. It's convenient to have them sitting in the back of the truck. If I'm on the other side of town and a deal pops up, I can just zip over to the bank, get cash, and I'm good to go. All right. Whoa, getting wobbly. So, go ahead and turn the engine off. So as you can see, I already got the ramp set up. These are big boy ramps. They retail for $550, $600. I picked these up on Craigslist for like $350 a few years back. I've loaded well over 100 bikes on those things, and they've been holding up just fine. We've got the bike. First step, set the ramps up and line the bike up. Obviously you don't want to be going up cockeyed or anything like that, so you just get the bike lined up evenly with the ramps. I always recommend, if you're not comfortable on the bike, maybe do a few laps around the block, get comfortable with the clutch and the throttle. That way you're ready to go. Make sure the bike's nice and warmed up once you hit the ramps. So a few tips when you get into it. A lot of people are intimidated. They think it's like wicked gnarly. It's really just like riding up a steep hill. So once you get started, just commit fully. You don't want to stop halfway up the ramps and fall off to the side, or have the ramps or tailgate collapse on you. And then otherwise cover the front brake. That way when you're up in the truck, you can stop and you're not going to run through the back of the cab. And I keep my feet down. That way if I need to, I can catch myself on either side. But I always do kind of a challenge with myself to see if I can ride up into the truck without actually using my feet. So once you're more advanced, or for those more advanced riders, you can do that. Really risk it all while you're loading this bike up. All right, that's enough jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and get this bike up into the truck. So I do a run up, make sure I'm hitting it straight, and then go for it. All right, amigos, there you have it. Pretty easy peasy. That's all it takes to get the bike up into the truck. I don't know how many people, I'm telling you, they just can't believe that you can get a bike of that size in the back of a truck. It really is nothing too gnarly. As you see on this bike, this is a 6.5 foot truck bed. The rear tire is just barely in the actual bed itself. Sometimes it'll rest on the tailgate, which in turn rests on the rear bumper. I haven't had any issues with that. If you have a shorter truck bed though, you'll definitely run into issues, and again, that's where you'll want to maybe just go with a trailer. These ramps that support up to 1,500 pounds, so they're pretty solid, and over the years they warp just a tiny bit, but nothing too gnarly. They're still usable, and I haven't had any major issues. All right, let's go ahead and offload the bike. To some people, this is actually more intimidating than actually loading it up. but just as easy. You may want to have an extra set of hands if you're doing this for the first time or you just don't feel super comfortable on a bike, but otherwise it's about the same. Have feet on either side, that way if you tip side to side you can catch yourself. I cover the front brake. I don't start the bike up, I leave it in neutral. It doesn't make a difference either way, and you don't want to hang out for too long on the ramp. Just work your way down, easy peasy. So let's give it a shot. I always kind of look down, make sure I'm actually hitting the ramp straight since you are going backwards. The last thing you'd want to do is go down at an angle and your back tire falls off the side or something along those lines. I think that almost happened to me once in all the times. I just wasn't paying attention. But that has it, you guys. So pretty basic, loading a Harley Davidson, switch back up into the back of the truck. I'll tear the ramps down later and go from there. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment, subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. Again, if you're just tuning in for the first time, check out my other videos. I do a review of the motorcycles. I buy and sell tons of bikes on the side, so if there's anything you're looking for, or maybe you're in the market for a special bike and you want to see how it stacks up against other bikes, whatever the case may be, hit me up, leave a comment below, and we'll go from there. Gracias as always for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the west side. Hang loose.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting